Hi everyone, Aldbar here. This is my solo walkthrough and guide to the level 5 heroic quest, The Legend of the Lost Locket, on the Elite difficulty. Enjoy. This is one of the walk-ups in the Feywild landscape. As you can see, it's all the way in the bottom in the ferry area. So basically, I'm just going to do a straight beeline and I'll speed it up for you. Also, I would like to say a big thank you to everybody who subscribed lately. We've just passed the 500 subscriber mark, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. It really means a lot to me, and I know that some people don't find it convenient to subscribe, and I appreciate you for that. Once we get to the ferry village, we just take a right, and again we're just gonna draw a straight beeline right to the quest. This quest had certain elements in it that were very hard to beat, to the point that it was impossible. And after the latest patch, they fixed it. So now I'm coming back to do it, but I'm already one level above, so sorry about that. This is one of 3 currently underwater quests where you get to play inside of this bubble.
You make your way deep into the Kelpie's underwater grotto, protected by the Eladrin's magics. Now where is the lost keepsake you were sent to find?
This character is Greenhand, who is my free-to-play quick stick build. So first life, totally free to play. As you can see here, some of these sea lions start going up higher and higher, and if you're a melee character, it's very hard to hit them. So I'm just going to ignore them for now, let them come after me, and I'll deal with them later.
You hear the murmur of confused voices coming from up ahead.
These Kelpies were bugged. They put out massive amount of damage on Elite. They weren't scaling properly, so if you played a melee character who focuses on fast attack speed, every time you would get close to them you would go down to a crawl and your DPS wasn't fast enough to kill them and you would get slaughtered. It was basically broken, and doing it on a free-to-play first lifer character wasn't really an option, so I'm glad they fixed it. This guy's still floating around, I'll come back to him later.
A magical light fills this chamber and glints off of something mounted to the back wall.
Right now we are looking for 2 switches, or levers.
The first lever is pulled, and a deep rumble travels through the water.
Okay, let's take care of this guy. Get some high ground over here. Now I can attack him at his height. There we go.
A strange noise, distorted by the water, comes from further down the corridor. It sounds like growling. A magical barrier blocks the main corridor, preventing you from exploring deeper into the caves.
Okay, so right in front of us, we've got this barrier, and it's got these two sigils, two locks. We've already pulled one, we have to go get the other one. Later we'll come back to that shrine area.
The light filtering through this shallow pool illuminates a lever set into the far wall.
These crayfish are basically scorpions. They can dig themselves underground. Okay, here we've got our second lever or switch, whatever.
There's an audible pop as the second lever is pulled and the barrier in the main hall dissipates.
Right in front of us in this room, there's a fungus patch and a silver key. Now it's kind of tricky to climb up over here. Having a good jump skill will help you a lot. You can actually get it from the side, just by like sticking to the wall.
You find a small silver key covered in silt. Now to find the lock.
That silver key goes to a treasury, but we'll get to it soon. So, next to the shrine, we're going to come back to it. First, we're going to go through this door, because I would like to go get the other key.
A group of Kelpies rushes in to block the path.
Okay, here we've got this passageway to the end, but also in this room, as you can see, we've got a fungus patch and a key. This time it's the gold key. Fungus patch is always easy to get to, but the key is a little tricky. So here we need to climb up, catch the ledge, and from there jump up to the key. So it's really tricky to try to catch this ledge, and part of it is due to the fact that I have very low jump skill, and I'm getting an additional penalty because I'm underwater. Now if I had a jump potion that would help, but it doesn't. So I'm going to show you another little tip that people seem to overlook all the time. It is the fact that your armor actually gives you a penalty to jump. So take off your armor, and that will increase the height of your jump. There you go. You need to just get the key. You can actually climb up, but my jump isn't high enough, so I'm just going to jump in and try to grab it.
You retrieve the golden key from the ledge. What might it open?
As you can see, we've got now the silver and gold keys, and both of these are not mandatory. If you have pick lock like me, I can just open up locks. I don't need the keys, but for anybody else, so I'm showing where they are located. It's actually not just a chest, it's part of like an optional objective. Here on the left we got this patch of moss. Talk about it soon.
Stale, fetid air fills the underwater cavern.
There are sometimes you find in a quest a patch of moss that you click on and it gives you like underwater action or underwater breathing for a short duration, and you can swim from patch to patch. So that's what that's supposed to be. Not that you need it, you've got this underwater bubble, but it's part of like the quest theme, you'll see. Here we get to play a game of Simon Says, so it's going to go from 3, 4, and then 5. And rather than it being the classical 9 button grid, this time it's like a circle. But it works exactly the same, so easier, harder, I don't know. If you mess up though, it's going to reset it and you have to start again from 3, so try not to screw up.
The magical lock flashes with green light, and the glowing barriers that seal the side chambers wink out.
Here we get to free some prisoners. They're going to use that patch of moss. I mean, that's like the story. That's how they get out. That's how they swim out. I think it's a nice little touch, keeping it kind of realistic. Realistic, it's kind of a relative term, but you know what I'm saying.
The last of the prisoners flees the grotto, swimming for the surface. A barrier seals off this side cavern. The barrier seems to be controlled by 2
Okay,
levers.
so we've got these 2 switches.
The central key.
Each one of them is locked, each one with a different key. I've got both keys, so no problem here, but you can just use open lock on them.
With both levers unlocked and opened, the treasury barrier fades away.
See, as soon as we get out, we get this bubble. We don't need to use the patch.
Come for the bauble, have you? You're not the first.
Booms an exceptionally large and powerful kelpie as it charges.
Every time we take it, the Eladrin sends someone to
There we go.
fetch it back.
This is our end fight.
The supply of fresh
As you can see,
Auroras.
these underwater creatures take extra damage from electric. And while you're underwater, that means you too. Now, none of the creatures here deal electric damage, but you might run into a champion on Hard or Elite who can do to you some electric damage, so keep that in mind. You might want to have electric resistance, just in case.
Struggle makes the feast all the less sweeter. Elementals, attend me!
The Kelpie Lord falters, then
Really like this
collapses,
underground,
diffusing
underwater
into
area.
clumps of ragged weeds.
As soon as you walk up the stairs, it
You
ends the
spot
quest.
the Eladrin's lost keepsake perched atop a nearby chest.
Yeah, that's it. Overall, short and simple. It's very nice. It's a nice atmosphere and it's a different, changes pace. It's not like all the rest of the quests. And it's not too long and pretty enjoyable. Okay, as usual, if you've enjoyed this video or found it beneficial, please hit like and subscribe. I thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in a different one. Bye.